Well, hello there, Chuck. Welcome, welcome. Get ready for a day filled with laughter, a dash of chaos, and a whole lot of colourful fun. It was a sunny Saturday, the kind of day that just begs for an adventure. The birds were singing, the flowers were blooming, and the sky was a brilliant, cloudless blue. Perfect for a bit of mischief. A little bit of playful chaos, a sprinkle of silliness, and a whole heap of unforgettable memories were definitely on the cards. Lily and Daisy, best chums, were always up for a laugh. These two were inseparable, partners in crime, and always ready to turn an ordinary day into an extraordinary one. Today, Lily had a new idea. A spark of inspiration had struck, and she couldn't wait to share it with her best friend. A blindfolded makeup challenge, a test of skill, a game of chance, and a guaranteed recipe for hilarious results. "This will be the best fun ever!" she exclaimed, practically bouncing with excitement. Lily told her teddy, Barnaby, confiding in her furry friend about the day's exciting plan, who nodded in silent agreement. Barnaby, as always, was a supportive and enthusiastic listener. Lily grabbed her banana-shaped phone, a quirky and fun accessory that perfectly matched her personality, and called Daisy, eager to share her brilliant idea and get the fun started. "Daisy, old bean, ready for an adventure? I've got a plan that's guaranteed to make us giggle." "Does it involve biscuits?" Daisy inquired, her mind instantly jumping to the possibility of tasty treats. Daisy asked, already intrigued. The promise of biscuits always piqued her interest. "Maybe later. This one's all about makeup, blindfolded," Lily revealed, adding a touch of mystery and excitement to her proposition. Daisy burst out laughing. The image of applying makeup without seeing was simply too funny to resist. "That sounds like chaos! I'm in!" Daisy declared, embracing the potential for mayhem with open arms. The plan was set, a date with destiny, a rendezvous with ridiculousness, and a pact to paint each other's faces blind. Two friends ready to embark on a beauty adventure unlike any other. A pile of colourful makeup, a vibrant collection of powders, creams and potions just waiting to be unleashed, and absolutely no peeking. The element of surprise was key to the success, or delightful failure, of this challenge. What could go wrong? Oh, the possibilities were endless. Well, everything. And that was the point. The messier, the better. They weren't aiming for perfection. This wasn't about flawless contouring or perfectly winged eyeliner, just giggles and faces that would make a clown jealous. The goal was simple, to create the most outrageously funny looks imaginable. This was going to be a masterpiece of muddle, a chaotic canvas of colour and creativity. The stage was set for some serious silliness, the makeup brushes were poised, and the blindfolds were ready. Two best friends united by their love of laughter and a shared sense of adventure. A mountain of makeup, a treasure trove of cosmetic delights just waiting to be explored, and a whole lot of laughter. The soundtrack to their silly and spectacular makeup challenge. No rules except one. A golden rule, a sacred promise, a non-negotiable agreement. Have fun, the most important ingredient in this recipe for ridiculousness. They couldn't wait to get started, their hearts pounding with anticipation and their hands itching to grab a brush. The adventure was about to begin, the blindfolds were in place, and the makeup was ready to fly. And they were ready for whatever mess came their way, armed with laughter, friendship, and a whole lot of makeup. Let the games begin. So what's a blindfolded makeup challenge? Simple and hilarious. You and a friend gather the brightest, silliest makeup you can find. The main rule, blindfolds on, no peeking. Then you try to put makeup on each other's faces, completely in the dark. Lipstick on the chin, eyeshadow on the ear. Anything can happen. The giggles start small, but soon you're both roaring with laughter. Lily's bedroom was the perfect spot. Sunny walls, polka dot cushions, and a newspaper on the floor for damage control. "Good thinking, Lily," Daisy said, already picturing eyeshadow dust everywhere. No one wanted to make Lily's mum cross. The scene was set for colourful chaos. Two friends, a pile of makeup, and a whole lot of giggles. The only thing left was to begin. Who knew where the lipstick would end up? That was half the fun. First, they needed their tools. Lily's box of play makeup was a treasure chest of colour. Neon pink lipstick, shimmery blue eyeshadow, glitter gel, and even a green eyeliner pencil. "Green? Are we trying to look like frogs?" Daisy laughed. "The more colours, the more fun." Lily grinned. They lined up their makeup like little soldiers, ready for battle. Next, blindfolds, one stripy like a bumblebee, one with red apples. "Bumblebee for me," Daisy declared. They practiced tying them, snug but not too tight. Deep breath. This was it. Ready, steady, Daisy nodded, excitement bubbling. They felt like explorers about to enter a land of misplaced makeup and uncontrollable giggles. The air was thick with suspense and a little fear of looking ridiculous, but mostly it was pure excitement. The adventure was about to get messy, and they couldn't wait. "Whee!" from Lily. "Here we go!" from Daisy, the blindfolds went on. Suddenly, darkness. "Ooh, it's proper dark!" Daisy exclaimed. They sat giggling nervously, senses on high alert. "Can you hear my tummy rumbling?" Daisy joked. Lily snorted with laughter. "Focus, Daisy, we have important makeup business." Lily bravely went first, hands fumbling for the lipstick. "Is this it?" "No, that's the fluffy brush." Daisy tried not to laugh, but a few squeaks escaped. It was like fishing for makeup in the dark. The anticipation built. What would Lily grab first? Finally, "Aha!" Lily declared, holding up her prize. Daisy leaned forward, excitement and mock terror on her face. The blindfold ballet had begun. A dance of clumsy hands and hopeful guesses. No graceful moves here, just charming chaos. The first daub of colour was imminent. Lily took a deep breath, a moment of quiet focus before the storm of creativity or perhaps chaos that was about to unfold. She knew what she wanted to do, but executing it was another matter entirely. This was a test of skill, precision, and a little bit of luck. "Okay, Daisy, stay still," Lily instructed, her voice a mix of excitement and mock seriousness. "This is going to be epic, I promise. Just try not to blink." She uncapped what she hoped was lipstick, a vibrant, almost alarming shade of pink. It looked promising, at least in the tube. The real test was yet to come. With the focus of a seasoned artist, or at least someone pretending to be one, she aimed for Daisy's mouth. It was a small target, and Lily's hands weren't exactly steady. Instead, she drew a bright pink streak across Daisy's chin. A bold statement, perhaps, but not quite the desired effect. It was less perfect pout and more abstract expressionism. "Perfect pout!" Lily announced with unwavering confidence. She stepped back to admire her handiwork, completely oblivious to the slight mishap. "Are you sure that's my pout? Feels a bit low," Daisy giggled, gently touching the pink streak on her chin. "Maybe we should call it a chin pout." "Trust me, I'm an artist," Lily declared, grabbing a fluffy brush with determination, ready to tackle the next stage of the makeover. "We're just getting started." Eyeshadow next. A kaleidoscope of colours awaited. Lily dipped her finger in, swirling it around in a pot of shimmering blue, hoping for a touch of ethereal beauty. One blob landed squarely on Daisy's eyebrow, transforming it into a sparkling caterpillar. The other, with a mind of its own, found a new home on her cheekbone, adding a touch of avant-garde flair. "Wow, Daisy, you're going to look so glamorous," Lily chirped, her eyes sparkling with genuine excitement. "Like a star from another galaxy." Daisy tried to keep a straight face, to maintain some semblance of composure amidst the colourful chaos. But the ticklish brushes, the unexpected pokes, and the general stickiness of the situation made it utterly impossible. Giggles bubbled up from deep within. She imagined she looked like a very colourful, slightly confused owl, ready to take flight into the night. Or perhaps a modern art masterpiece, depending on your perspective. "Just a little blush now," Lily said, her voice filled with the confidence of a seasoned professional. She swirled the brush dramatically and then, with a flourish, puffed it onto Daisy's face, mostly her nose, transforming it into a bright pink beacon. "There, rosy cheeks!" Lily announced, beaming with satisfaction. "You look absolutely radiant!" Daisy could barely contain her laughter. Her shoulders shook and tears welled up in her eyes. It was all just too much. The masterpiece was unique, a testament to the power of friendship, laughter, and a complete disregard for conventional beauty standards. But that was the point, wasn't it? To create something memorable, something that would make them laugh until their sides hurt. The more muddled, the better. The more outrageous, the more hilarious. It was all part of the plan, and they were only halfway done. The real fun was just about to begin. The tables were about to turn. Next up, Daisy's turn. And Lily had a feeling that revenge, or at least a very messy makeover, was in the air. Now it was Daisy's turn to unleash her inner makeup artist. The challenge was on, and the makeup brushes were practically vibrating with anticipation. After witnessing Lily's creative, albeit slightly unconventional makeup application, Daisy was eager to show off her own unique style. "My turn for a masterpiece," she declared with a confident grin, hands planted firmly on her hips. She surveyed the makeup table, a mischievous glint in her eye. ready to transform Lily into a vision of beauty, or at least something memorably hilarious. Lily sat up straight in the makeup chair, giggling nervously. The blindfold was on, the stakes were high, and the potential for a makeup mishap was definitely in the air. She couldn't wait to see what Daisy would come up with. Daisy, completely blindfolded, began her hunt for the perfect makeup tools. Her hands flailed around the table, knocking over brushes and palettes in her quest for cosmetic glory. The suspense was building with each fumble. After a bit of searching, she triumphantly grabbed a tube, green eyeliner, not lipstick as she had initially hoped. But hey, who needs lipstick when you have vibrant green eyeliner at your disposal? The possibilities were endless. With a steady hand, or as steady as a blindfolded hand can be, she drew a wobbly, slightly crooked line across Lily's forehead. It wasn't exactly the most conventional placement for eyeliner, but Daisy was going for a bold, avant-garde look. "A perfect Cupid's bow," Daisy declared with a flourish, stepping back to admire her handiwork. She was quite pleased with her unique interpretation of the classic makeup technique. "My Cupid's bow is a bit high up, isn't it?" Lily laughed, feeling the strange line on her forehead. She couldn't help but find the whole situation incredibly amusing. "Fashion-forward, Lily! You're setting the trends," Daisy exclaimed enthusiastically, clearly embracing the unconventional nature of her makeup creation. Next, Daisy's fingers landed on the shimmery blue eyeshadow palette. A whole spectrum of blues shimmered, promising a dazzling transformation. "Let's make your eyes sparkle," she announced with glee, dabbing the blue eyeshadow not only on one eyelid, but also generously across the bridge of Lily's nose. Lily, despite the unusual placement of the eyeshadow, felt strangely empowered, like a sparkly warrior ready to take on the world. Blusher was to be the grand finale. One cheek received a generous application of rosy pink, while a bit of ear also got the rosy treatment, adding a touch of whimsy to the overall look. "You look all aglow," Daisy chirped, stepping back to admire her finished masterpiece. She was beaming with pride at her unique creation. Lily shook with laughter, the makeup brush tickling her ear as Daisy made her final adjustments. The whole experience was so absurd and hilarious. The room was filled with infectious giggles and the faint, sweet scent of glitter gel, a testament to their playful and creative endeavors. Their faces were undeniably a mess of colors and misplaced makeup, but their spirits soared high above any cosmetic imperfections. The sillier, the better, they both agreed. After all, the point wasn't perfection, but the joy of creating something ridiculous and memorable together. It was a testament to their friendship and their shared love of laughter. The moment of truth. "Ready?" Lily asked. "As I'll ever be," Daisy replied. On three, they whipped off their blindfolds. Blinking in the light, they stared and burst out laughing. Daisy's face was a glorious mess. Pink chin, blue eyebrow, blushy nose. Lily doubled over, tears streaming down her face. "You look absolutely bonkers," she gasped. Daisy grabbed the mirror, jaw dropping at her reflection. "Well, Lily, I think you've missed your calling as a makeup artist," she managed before dissolving into laughter. Lily took her turn with the mirror green unibrow, sparkly blue nose, blushy ear. She stared, then laughed even harder. "We look like we've been decorated by a very enthusiastic toddler." They laughed until their tummies ached. The messier, the better. This was a memory for the ages, and they wouldn't have it any other way. Best challenge ever. When the giggles faded, Lily and Daisy admired their wacky faces. "That blusher on your ear is a work of art." Lily grinned. "And your pink chin is a bold statement," Daisy replied. They learned that doing makeup blindfolded is tricky, and trusting your friend is key. The real lesson: it's okay to be silly and make a mess. Imperfections made it hilarious. If it had been perfect, it wouldn't have been half as fun. Their faces looked wild, but their hearts were full of joy. They felt closer than ever, with a story to laugh about for ages. Sometimes the best memories are the messiest ones. Want to try your own silly challenge? Here are Lily and Daisy's top tips. Pick a challenge that sounds fun, the sillier the better. Gather your supplies and prep your space. Newspaper helps. Always keep it safe. No running with scissors blindfolded. Don't be afraid to look daft. That's where the fun is. Laugh at the mistakes, they make the best memories. Cherish the giggles and the glitter. Do it with a friend who makes you smile. The best challenges are about connection and joy, so grab a pal, pick a challenge, and get ready for some proper good fun.